Hello, my name is Jingles and I have been a skin creator for over 3 years now. Today I'm going to be shedding some knowledge onto all of you and giving you some tips and tricks that are sure to make you into a better creator. Enjoy! Okay, so this first one is probably pretty obvious, but it's often overlooked. Practice makes perfect. Let's take a look over here about some of the skins that I made when I was first starting out. Like, these look not that great. I mean, look at this ombre. It looks so bad. So bad. And you can tell after like a year or two of practice, these are some of the things I've been able to come up with my hard work and devotion. Practice is a really important part of skin making. If you don't practice, you are literally going to get nowhere. I don't know why people think that they just like get skin making skills out of nowhere without even doing anything, but that is absolutely not true. Unless you're like a professional digital artist or something quite similar, you are going to need to practice for a long time to get some skills. So that is my first, probably most important tip to you. Number 2, look at and study works from other good creators. I do this all the time. This is my wardrobe, and these are skins that I've bookmarked that I really like the style of, or an element, or something that I think that could help me in my learning. Whenever I don't know how to do something, which believe it or not still happens, I look at some other people's works. The important thing here is that if you get an idea that you use in a very visible way, or you use someone else's parts, you have to credit them. This is a perfectly valid technique and there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. People might think that, oh, it's shameful, you didn't do it yourself. Not true. Everyone can still keep learning no matter what their skill level is, and the best way to do that is from others. Next is use outfit, hair, or skin bases, or all three. You can search up outfit base, hair base, skin base, whatever you want, and just clothing, just hair, just outfits will show up. These are really helpful when you're first starting out, I find, especially outfit bases. You can take one of these, just pick a random one, you can push edit, and you can make your own skin around it, which is really helpful if skins are taking you a super long time. Like, I know when I started, they all took me like 3 hours, and there's no way I could have made an outfit as well. And that's also a perfectly valid technique, as long as you credit them in the description if you post this skin. One thing I do suggest though is how I learned was using hair bases, and instead of just pushing edit, I actually copy the skin myself, like pixel by pixel, into another editor tab, and that really helped me get the shading down and all those techniques. But that's optional. that takes a lot of time, so do whatever you want. The next is reshade contests. Reshade contests are such a good way to hone in onto your shading skills because they don't really require like that extra step of actually creating the outfit. You can find any reshade contest you want, which will have like an unshaded character design. Here are just some few examples that I've found. And you can glamour them up in however way you want, still keeping the original design to create your own version. For example, here's this one. And this very talented creator, Bunnycorn, made this skin. It's the same skin, except they just added some shading. If you don't find any reshade contests to your fancy, you can literally go onto any person's page, find a skin that you really like, and comment on their profile page, hey, can I reshade this skin, please? I would love to do it, and I make sure to credit you. If they say yes, you are good, and you can practice with whatever skin you want. If you want to do that with any of my skins, feel free to. Just make sure you credit me in the description. You don't even have to ask. This is related to the last tip, but if you don't find any reshades that you want to do, and you're thinking that you don't want to design an outfit or skin anyways, you can actually just create like a character that already exists. I did a bunch of these recently. I did a lot of video game characters. Here's Mario, here's Pokemon Trainer, here's an Among Us person. Like, the designs already exist, but you can just make them, looking at a reference image, which is also really helpful, into your own designs. Please use creative designs. I see a lot of new beginners just making skins that are basically the exact same thing, design-wise as in outfits or hair, but they just like change the colors around. And that's not gonna help you. Like, to some extent, that's good, but most of the time it's not helpful. Here are my first skins once again, and look at the diversity of designs here. A lot of them were made with hair bases or outfit bases, but I still tried to vary up the design so I could gain skills in different areas of skinning. There's a dress, there's a dress, there's a dress, there's sweatpants, there's a sweatshirt, there's a Hawaiian dancer, like there's a mask, there's a bunch of different components to these skins that all make you a better skinner in the end, and I encourage you, please try to be creative. And finally, if you don't find any success from any of these other tips, there are always tutorials out there on YouTube and the likes. I have a huge playlist compiled here, which you can definitely find a bunch of skins from. Another one of my recommendations for creators is Lunicorn. She makes very, very, very nice skins and tutorials, so definitely check them out as well. The last recommendation is Elven Jedi. Once again, same deal here, very talented, very nice tutorials. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed and you found some of these tips useful. Remember, the most important one, and the one that there's absolutely no way of getting around of, is the first one: practice. Please don't expect you're going to be a pro right away, and even if you use all of these things, yet don't practice very often, like you make one skin a month, it's going to take you forever. Good luck out there, and as always, commissions are open. Jingles the cat, capital JTC, number 0064 on Discord, and we'll figure something out. See ya!